Manuel Margot, Kevin Kiermaier. It was in there, maybe not to this degree.
Takes his time, lets everybody else go in front of him, and then gets his way to the mound.
Field individual, and I'd say been in much trouble at all throughout the year. A strike there to Austin.
Theme of what the Marlins want to be: dominant starting pitching, good deep.
Lewin Diaz,
third. Rojas, VR.
Fielder Brandon Lau. Cuts and misses, 93, and that's cut his strikeout rate from over 34% last year to Sanchez right in front of the track. He'll
they maybe played it as far as the velocity is concerned anyway.
Building. They played and Pablo Lopez gets the changeup. It's only his second major league start into the first 11 he faced. A slow roller up the first base line. Birdie,
solid innings, couple of earned runs, but he really leans on the sinking fastball. It's his best pitch.
Up the third base line, that is a foul.
It won't say anything until something.
Sinking liner knocked down right field, so it's.
Garrett Cooper had a couple of hits last night, his first 2 weeks. So good to see him back, and we assume pretty close to a. Oh, look there at this. Oh, he has since gone on these next Thursday. We're on the air tomorrow. It's a little after 1. Fleming brings it home to Anderson. Runner go from his knees is right. Choi 1 for 4 in last. Looking it throughout the weekend, which is pretty cool. Is giving chase. He will cut it off before it gets. Now it's Willie Adames. Pablo with the bare hand, and
Lewin and Pablo both
or knowing and talking with, I should say. And Trey is such a great guy. He has zero ego whatsoever. Dribbled back in front of home plate. Alfaro, Lewin, and then Donnie came over.
What you want to do, you don't just field the ball behind him and throw. You've got to give yourself a lane under weeks.
3-1 middle on a couple of hops. VR behind the.
Out of the caught stealing is that you got to see it's a sequencing, and it might look different. But I think for BA, yeah, I mean that point of the strike zone, that upper spot.
Yes, a second of the action. Ball and 2 strike. 2-2 from Fleming. And that's 3 and win each of his first 2 major league. 2-0 from Fleming. Yeah. That arm shoulder blade area on the left side. Front of the mound, Fleming.
Dude, that is better than guys like Max Scherzer.
Kevin Kiermaier to lead things off. And then Michael Perez, and the top of the order, Austin Meadows. A little bit of a back issue, some backs. Tops to Diaz at first. He will get to retire, the first batter of an inning.
I mean, all in all, still an outstanding performance. No earned runs in 5 more pitches than he wanted to.
It's a good thing.
Ground ball rate on the season, 4th high
allowed this year for Pablo Lopez. And Meadows breaks his bat on the.
Certainly his confidence is high, and you're seeing of a weapon, and I've talked to Pablo about never panicking when you have that type of pitch. When you're in those counts, guys up at this level, you're going to see harder contact. So he obviously electric stuff, and I'm changeup, right? So in the outing before, probably a few too many fastballs. I know it's a little too many fastballs in his first not done development. I mean, he's still a young man, and he's going to learn about that he pitches and sees this league. And
you understand what these guys go through of guys growing up right in front of our eyes. Well, that's where the relationship goes. That is where the credit to Mel has to go. And with everybody, we've seen nothing but positive.
In second base, Miguel Rojas will put that one away.
What you saw on the left from the one on the right. They simplified his mechanics. They got the ball out of his hand fast, the ball from the same spot over and over again. Fantastic stat I asked Mel about last inning, right? Opponents have a well-hit average. Get this quick out right here.
And it might go down.
I'm bringing my arsenal, and I'm going to throw you strike. That's what he's doing exceptionally well.
And he's trusting his defense. Cooper and Brian Anderson in the. Here's VR right behind the mound. Choi for out. And Blake Snell and Sandy Alcantara. Whew. The pitch on the left field line. That one. Something. That must be in the front row.
The last time the Marlins scored a run against the Rays in this ballpark, July 4th of 2018.
50 pitches. This is his second big league start. For field, and that will send Kiermaier, Joe Buck, Don Money, pences and shillings. We'll need to use some.
Other side of the hill.
Right. You told me a story when we've heard the motion sensor.
Yeah, we've you know those Ring doorbells. It was just right at their front door, at 4 houses down from us.
Delivering for Amazon or something?
Excuse me. Usage is also going up. What came down was relying on the four-seam fastball as heavily as he actually up about 9% as well.
As long as possible before they dip off in different directions. And there's another.
Seen before? His first instinct.
0 for 1. And there's a strike. So to get us different velocities.
Right. We've seen it tonight. He's 2 of his strikeouts against right-hand been on just those 2 pitches.
To third. Build that trust and say, we are your team. It's the Cleveland Spiders in 1899.
That's right.
That's why.
Not normal.
Now, with the Braves right first place, the Mets 3 games out of first place. Nationals 4.5. Now,
yeah, I mean, I could be getting ahead of him easily because he was taking.
Center, Kiermaier racing in, and the goal.
Regardless, that's a fact. Direction, everybody's healthy and ready to go.
Ground ball to Diaz at first. The flip to.
As impressive as the strikeout total is, ball
pretty good. Couple of innings in which he's been in single.
In the left field by Michael Perez.
Couple of ground outs. To the season, 5 and 7.
Yeah, really the biggest difference between the two.
It's not going to be a long ball, but it will a little bit, and that's going to mean a green light around the moment.
Across the infield. Field, that is Brinson, and it was not deep.
Very careful. Doesn't have to throw him a strike here.
Baseline, Anderson bare hands.
Make your pitch and.
Ball and a strike to Choi. And that is foul. 1 and 2. Here it comes. Doesn't get any better than that, right? This 3-game series. Marlins down 1 as we go to the 6th. Jesus Sanchez grounds 1 here in the 6th.
Quite a battle. You will see when it happens. I mean, that's how you'll know it's coming. He'll start catching up to fastballs. Or you hit a big home run. Superstar Hall of Famers who
gonna get all the way to the corner. Miguel Rojas. So there's your ground out and a fielder's choice. And Birdie takes a strike. And Birdie. And on 2-0. And excuse me, foul ball.
defensive swing.
Another 3
Ball outs.
Oh, due up here in the 7th.
Opportunity, but then this season it's not here in Marlins Park yet. You got to find it.
Another strikeout for 11th and fly ball out to left center, though, is going to be 7th inning. So here's Manuel Margot, and that will keep Wendell at second. 3 ground balls tonight.
Right.
Basing third, he'll score as Kiermaier gets back to first base, and RB at least 2. That's going to be Lewis Brinson to make the top of your screen as well.
Another quick update. How about this time day? A little bit of a breakthrough with Cervelli saying that he was feeling much better. Obviously,
Shape quick. It's going to be a busy month in September.
To Cooper, there's a ground ball to Yandy Diaz at third.
You're sitting there, you're looking at your teammates. We're all
Or Corbin or Scherzer or Fried or any of these guys that the Rays are throwing out there, and Wendell going out, he'll give way to Margot.
steal first base.
Diaz is out in left.
Yes.
Left, like on the line left. So then Diaz, Lau, Kiermaier, Mark.
And it's not a knock on Lewin. Lewin's had some good. Throw that out there with 2 outs.
Makes the catch. His second major league. Brandon Lau and Yandy Diaz. Double last time up for Austin Meadows
To make the catch, but hesitated to kind of reach all the way in and confidently, go out.
John Birdie in a few steps
To really prepare for before a game, because I think that everybody's
the official app for live baseball. Ball and a strike to Diaz. He'll take it himself for the second at 100 strikeouts compared to just 19. Runs in the 6th and 7th in this one. Center field for Diaz. It's for him. Different deals, however. Single back. Another 3-2 pitch, and that one is too high. So 2 runners scored against him thus far.
58 batting average against. Good numbers in his career against the.
On 3-1. It's a pitch up and in. So there's one, a strike. Right field.
He cannot make the catch. That one hops up and over.
The way the Marlins typically have scored this inning seemed quiet enough when it started.
Tough news.
Very the career that he was making for himself in Hollywood. I mean, life way too.
Different Rays pitchers have saved this year. And Luke gets the strike.
Right up there with the Marlins.
Yeah, you're right. It's in a couple of days. There are teams that have made trades already. The intake process for the Rays, but that's actually Trey Hillman's son-in-law. More than half the teams making the postseason. How aggressive will team? That's more of a rhetorical. But right now it is a defender, like the
There's a good look at the breaking ball at 80. Another good breaking ball at 82 miles an hour.
No one can do what I can do from a total package standpoint. There might be a guy. Gold Glove is mine to lose. I love that. The first base line. Tinoco with the double back in the 6th inning. 2-0 strike by it.
Yep.
One time or another. 3-2 coming. Slow roller to third. Andy for 3 out of the top spot tonight. Marlins have fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 8 scoreless to this point tonight, as Birdie is down on strikes.
Was the win. Most part they have scuffled.
0-2 on VR.
We were excited about the changes.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those I'm sure you're racking your brain trying to figure out if what the one thing is.
As Cooper lines out, and that is now 4.
The Marlins, you just said 4 straight here